Chip, looking back at today's game, what concerns you?
Today's game?
Yeah, looking back at your offense, how you played.
You win. We just played the number 4 team in the country and beat them at our place. That's as good a football team as we face, from both sides of the football. So when the game's over, there's no concern. I was just watching the clock tick down. It was really, really exciting.
What was the game plan going in on the first 3 series? Because
we felt like we could throw some play action on them because their safeties are very aggressive and around the line of scrimmage a lot, and felt like we could take advantage of them and loosen them up. I mean, if you were coming in to defend us, I think you really got to take away the run game with us, because we've been running the ball so well. So we felt like we loosened them up early. I think the great thing about this team is that if you want to force us to throw it and put 9 guys in the box, then we'll throw it. If you want to force us, to run it and play back, we can do both things. As long as we can continue to. We're about at the bare minimum now of health. As long as those guys stay healthy, we'll be okay.
The decision to go to 2 backs in the third quarter seemed to really reinvigorate the offense after it had stalled for a while. What did you see that?
Nothing. It's just a play that we ran out of that. But if you watch the game, we opened up in 2 backs a lot. Malachi Lewis was in there, so we probably ran a little bit more 2 back today than we had run in previous years. If we opened up the first 3 or 4 series of the game, we were in 2 backs. So it's just a matter of mixing and matching your personnel and making sure that what those guys. For us right now, it's what can they do, because Malachi's still a true freshman, and he has a certain kind of things that he can do, and then Andre's still a young guy. There's certain things that Andre does. So it's kind of mixing and matching and getting them all involved in the game.
So, pass to Drew Davis. You've been over that play, the play to Drew Davis.
No, we tried it. We were going to call it. We ended up calling a timeout, but we felt like we had another play action pass. We had worked on that all week long, and everybody ran it. It was with Jason and Garen, and then if Jason and Garen are out, it's the next 2 guys. So we felt like whenever you get Jonathan Stewart on the run, I think everybody in the stadium was running with him. So we felt like if we get in the red zone again, then we'd have an opportunity to get that called. So I know it was unfortunate we had to call a timeout because I wanted to make sure they weren't a blitz situation. But Dennis threw a great ball, knew where Drew was going to be, and Drew got to the right spot. So
was that kind of who he's looking for at first, or was it just whoever was open?
He makes a read through the whole progression, so he goes up the ladder. So he looks flat and then goes up the ladder. But the home run ball's over the top, and we felt like if they weren't blitzing, and actually the good thing about the timeout was we had a chance to just talk about it. If they weren't blitzing, then we had a shot to go for it right then, and that's what we wanted to do.
Dixon had a couple of effective pump fakes there.
That's part of our game plan. I mean, we throw the ball so much out to the flats to Aaron and those guys is that you're just trying to take advantage of people that are in dual conflicts. And if their safeties are coming down and making plays on your quick screens, then obviously they can't make plays, on the deep ball too. They can't cover it all. If they can cover it all, we're in a lot of trouble. But, we scored on a screen with Jason Williams. We scored on a screen early with Jonathan Stewart, and then we threw a couple quick balls into the flats to Aaron, and we really weren't getting a lot of yardage on them because their safeties and secondary is just so aggressive. So we feel like we have to take advantage of that.
A lot of, it's a stressful game. There's a lot of ebbs and flows. But are you having quite a bit of fun up there in the booth?
That's what it's all about. I mean, and it's really not stressful. I mean, that's what you live for. The games where you're winning 50-0, that's not a lot of fun. I think I get more frustrated in those games because we're not executing, we're not playing hard, we're not doing the right things, and people are, trying to make plays and see if I can get, these are the games that you live for. You live to play against the SCs and the Arizona States, and that's what one of the things that attracted me about coming out here is you get to compete against the best, and these are the fun games. These are the ones you enjoy.
Any one call that was kind of your favorite? Are you looking back and say, hey, I'm glad I did that call?
Yeah, my favorite call is when we call victory and we take a knee. That's the best play in football.